Hello, this is Pat Walker, Mission Winners. I hope you're all having a great weekend, that you're able to get away, rest, rejuvenate, relax, re-energize. And that's what we do. And then we're ready to hit it again on Monday. One of the things that really helps us to be organized, I've been doing this since the mid-1980s. It was there for the crash of 87, and we have a limited amount of time, so let's use it wisely. That's what makes us better. We look at, and these are members of our team at Mission Winners, we scan the ETFs to see what themes are developing, either for strength or for weakness. One to make money, one to keep us safe. Helps us. So here we go. Genomic revolution, picking up a little bit. But folks, it's below the falling 50-day. It's below the 200-day. It's going to take some real power to get going again. All right? The next one on the list. ARK Innovation. Pushed through the 50-day on Friday on a pickup in volume. Still below the 200-day. Needs to start demonstrating more strength, more leadership. At this time, nothing really happening there. ARK Generation Internet, next generation, picking up a little bit here, approaching the 200-day. But notice this, on Friday, there's no volume. It needs to start showing leadership. In other words, what am I saying? These groups and the stocks in this group, they're not doing much. That helps us. It keeps us safe. Biotech's picking up a little bit. Maybe it'll go across these tops. What does it need, though? It needs volume. Why? To offset the selling volume on this bar. We always look at price and volume. Also, I'll share this with you. Focus on the daily and the weekly charts to get an understanding of themes. You'll be better for it. Cloud computing's hanging in there. We made good money on this. Rallying up in here. It's pulled back. Perhaps it's going to lift again. We'll watch it and see what happens. What's OnePlus? It's technology related, and it lifted off the 221 day, which is the blue line, and it did it on a pickup in volume. Cloud computing, something to take note of. Energy is still lagging. Until it takes out the top here around 24.20, there's nothing going on. Needs to do that. It's forming a base down here, though. What else do you like? I'll tell you. How's the price and volume on that bar? That's good. And take it a step further. Right there. There you go. Pushes through that line on heavy volume. That's something to look at. Energy. So, take a note of it. Energy stocks. This one, Dow Jones Internet, forming a cup and a handle, needs to start showing some life. But what's the slight negative? Well, there was some selling volume on Friday. Needs to start showing some life there. The IBD 50 rallied, fell hard on volume, lifted up on less volume, needs to start pushing through these tops. But it is nice to see it started to pick up some leadership there. The IBD 50, there you go. Gold, in 1 second, literally 1 second, you look and you say, I'm not buying gold mining stocks. Done. That's it. This is what this is. By the way, you can say, how do you know what these are, Pat? In the upper left-hand corner, it gives me what the name of it is. Shoot the gold miner stocks. It's below all the moving averages. Leave it. You say it might bounce. Why play the might game when we can do better and stack the deck in our favor by looking for strength? Nothing here. Done. Junior gold miners. Nothing here. Done. Gold. Nothing here. Done. Look at that gap down. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. It's done. Nothing to do with it now. And that knowledge, what does that tell you? Don't just avoid the gold ETFs. Avoid the gold stocks. Cybersecurity's hanging in there. Well, that's good to see. A little bit of a reversal here. You can see, but looks a little bit better. Biotechnology, I like this. Right there. And what else catches your eyes? Look at the volume pickup on Friday. Good to see. Biotechnology, worth remembering. Online retail, lagging, leave it alone. It's like, wait, slow down, Pat. Why? There's nothing here. Forget it. Done. The stocks in that group, online retail, leave it alone. Nothing going on. North American technology is still hanging in there. Still above the rising 50-day. But note, a little bit of distribution here and a little bit of distribution there. See that? See those red selling volume bars? That's telling you, be a little careful with technology. Medical still hanging in there. Look at that trend. Isn't that nice? What does that tell you? Medical stocks, select medical stocks, still a safe place to be. Mid-cap, lagging, nothing to do with it, move on. Home builders, lagging, nothing to do with it, move on. Now, there's some life there, but It was acting okay. It's below the moving average. I just leave it alone for right now. Owns a lot of the MAXLIST stocks. This has been trending nicely. Starting to lose a little leadership. See that? And again, owns the big tech names and MAXLIST stocks. That's power to know. Small cap, maybe it's going to bounce off the 50-day. Potential. What catches your eyes? Good volume pickup on Friday. There we go. Small caps. Airlines. There's nothing happening here, folks. The airlines are grounded. Okay, there's dad humor for you. Just forget it for now. Regional banking, nothing. It's done. Leave it alone. Mid-cap lagging. Fell on heavy volume Friday. Avoid the mid-cap stocks. Done. Oil services lagging. Leave it alone. Done. Online retail. Nothing's happening here. It's below all the moving averages. Avoid it. There you go. By the way, when I do this, I'm not doing this to be cavalier or cute. I'm just trying to point out, literally, there's the facts. Don't overthink it. Move on. Online retail. What does this tell you? Be careful with online retail. It's lagging. Software was strong, starting to underperform. Has been underperforming. Be careful with software. NASDAQ 100. Still above the 50-day. But one thing that's interesting is you see that distribution right there? And then look what it did. It rallied for 2 days on less volume than it fell. Those are the things we look at Mission Winners. And it's not fancy. It's simple. Price and volume. Hey, it's going down on heavy volume, Pat, and it's going up on less. Oh, gee, good eyes. Thanks. I guess it tells me to be safe and maybe avoid it. And then look what it did on Friday on a pickup in volume. And I'll share this with you. This is one thing I don't want to happen. I'd hate to see this thing start cracking through the 50-day. You get even more cautious. Is it going to do that? I don't know. But there's some selling going on right now. Same thing with QQQ. Look at that volume. That's serious selling right there. Cloud computing, another cloud computing ETF. You could look up SKYY and say what are their top 10 holdings. It's still hanging in there. A little bit of distribution in here. So be careful with that. Silver. You know, we talked about gold not being good. Silver is tarnished also. I'm sorry I had to use the pun. There's nothing good there. Steel, nothing. If you own this, that'll really test your mettle. Okay, I had to do it. I'll stop. Sorry. You got to have a little. By the way, you can say, oh, Pat, come on. Team, this is a very serious business, but we might as well enjoy the ride too. You know, really, it's important. There's a good quote. I never met a wealthy pessimist. I love that quote. We're optimistic. Let's keep going. SMH is hanging in there, but a little bit of distribution on technology, semiconductors. A little bit of selling pressure on Friday. Same thing's true with this one, semiconductor leveraged. Spiders, this is a negative. Spiders lost the 50-day on heavy volume. The S&P 500, heavy volume. This is going to need to lift. Could it? Yeah, sure it could. But at this point in time, be cautious. Same thing's true with SSO. Solar starting to pick up, but there's no real leadership with this right now. Okay? Small cap lagging, leave it alone. Oil, U.S. oil, had a good pop here, pulled back. You could say, oh, that's a bad red bar. I want you to look at how it opened on this bar. I'm going to do something for you. This is what we do at Mission Winners. This bar, how did it open, team? How did it open? Down, gap down, and fell. Do you see where it opened and you see where it closed? It closed above where it opened. It was met with buying pressure. You could say it's a red bar, but when we do the analysis, there was some support there. I'm not saying buy it, but I am saying it demonstrated some support. There you go. Aerospace and defense, no. Biotechnology, it's lagging. Picked up a little bit, but there's no real leadership there. You've seen several different ETFs, biotech ETFs. They're underperforming. Leave it alone. Energy, look at this. It's acting pretty good. Now, what does this tell you? I guess maybe I should be looking at some energy stocks. There you go. That's power. Now you're getting it. Home builders, lagging. Nothing going on there. Leave it alone. Materials, look at this. Folks, how do you build things like homes? What do you need? You need materials. Yeah, they're lagging. They're not doing too much. Oh, I'll be darned. Material stocks are falling also. There you go. What does that tell you? Be careful with this group. Also tells you there's a slowdown coming in that group, in the economy right there. Technology still hanging in there. Support at the 50-day, but note this. Some selling. Technology has been a real leader. Starting to lose some of its leadership. If it loses the 50-day, that would be more concerning. Be cautious. Oil and gas. See this? Another energy that's acting decent. Not great, but decent. Communications. Right at the 50-day on a pick selling volume. So what's it need to do? This needs to bounce off the 50-day. Another technology-related area. Notice how I said several times about technologies lagging? That's how you build a case to be cautious. Energy. Nothing's happening right now unless it takes across these tops right here. And I'm going to do something for you. This is what I like. It's nothing fancy, folks. It's just a simple line. It needs to push through these tops on volume. Energy-related. Wait to see if it happens. Financials lagging. Nothing's going on. Industrials. There's nothing happening here. What does that tell you? Stay away from the industrial stocks. Done. Be careful. Consumer staples starting to underperform also. Be careful. Utilities. Look at this. Dropped hard. Now, here's a great lesson for everybody. Utilities are dropping. Oh, that's bad. Well, flip that. What kind of an industry is utilities? It's kind of a defensive industry, and it's dropping. Does that not tell you that possibly money could be rotating into more aggressive industries? Possibility. It isn't happening yet, but it's something to take into consideration. But this right here says stay away from the utility stocks. Consumer discretionary, it's hanging in there. Big reversal bar on Friday on volume, though. Got to be a little cautious there. Metals and mining. Another metals and mining. Look at this. Leave it alone. There's nothing good there. Retail's just shopping around here. Look at this. This is like taking noodles, hard noodles from a package, breaking it in half and throwing it on the floor. That's a mess. Software's still hanging in. Technology, that's good. That tells you a lot. Now, let's continue onwards. You ready? Here we go. Apple lost the 50-day on heavy volume. We owned this and we made money on it and we sold it. We got out of it. And it's good we did. You see that bar right there? That ain't Uncle Ernie selling. That's serious selling volume. That was a catalyst to get gone. And there we go. Make money? Done. Leave it alone for now. What does it need to do for us to get interested in it or buy it? It needs to take out today's highs, Friday's highs, and it needs to do it on really good volume. There you go. Until that happens, be cautious. There you go. Continue onward. Amazon. This was really good to us right here, lifting off there. Started to push here, reversed down, and we sold it for a very small loss, and it's good we did because it's done nothing but drop down in here. Support right here on the 50-day, this needs to show life. Take out, and by the way, it fell on heavy volume Friday. They sold it on heavy volume Friday. See that? It needs to take out Friday's highs with really good volume before we'd be interested in it. There's power for you. Alibaba, nothing. I mean, it's going to bounce here. Why play that game? Focus on strength and look for a spot to buy it. Right here. See, here's a classic case. You can say, why do you say that? Oh, look at this. Oh, it's pushing up. The trend is overall down here, Pat. But you know what? I mean, it's below the falling 200. But Pat, look at the volume. This is really good. I'm buying. This is the start. This is the start, Pat. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, there you go. There was no real strength here. And we avoided this. And I bet you did too. Good job. BIDU, similar situation. There's nothing there. Leave it alone. Facebook, started to go, loses it. Nothing to do with it. Note this also. It fell on Friday on heavy volume. Support at the 50-day. It's going to need to hold that support. All right? Will it? I don't know. Nobody knows the future. I'm just saying it needs to hold the 50-day. But that was serious selling on Friday. Google, been great. Entries here, and here have locked in profits on the way. Started to lose the 21 EMA. This keeps dropping, we'll lock in more profits. But again, look at the buy right here. We'll call it 2,400. 2,400 up to 2,900. Do the math. There you go. Goldman Sachs, there's nothing going on here. See that big reversal bar? It's talking. That's why we're not involved with it. Leave it alone. MasterCard, below the moving averages. Leave it alone. Microsoft. This has been good for us right here. See that base? Look at that trend. Good entry and trends pay. Look at the walk up the 21-day moving average. Look at the trend up the ADMA. There we go. Started to lose it. Have sold some. Keeps dropping. We'll sell more and lock in more profits. What's one slight negative? Fell on pretty heavy volume. Really heavy volume on Friday. So we'll have to watch it and see what happens. Netflix. Look at that. See that nice long base? Lift it off right here. Volume pickup. Good run. Have locked profits in. Small shares left. We'll watch it and see what happens. Maybe it's going to bounce, but it's not a high probability setup. But we're in good shape with it. NVIDIA, good entry here. Sold some. We don't want to lose in the 21 EMA. If it does, we'll sell more. And we have a foundation at Mission Winners. I'll never let a good profit turn into a loss. And I'm not saying, oh, you mean like you're up 1 point? No. I'm talking about being up, 10, 15, 20 points, whatever. I'm not going to let that turn into a loss. There you go. It's that simple. It's the wall. By the way, you see the clean and simple base breakout right there? There you go. See the clean and simple base breakout right here? Right there? Yeah, we bought that. It's simple. Square. Nothing's going on here, folks. Until this pushes back above the 50-day, nothing to do with it. This is chopping. Ask yourself, would you see this chart in any book saying, oh, this is what you'll want to look for? Okay, right here. Or Bill O'Neill. Well, you see when you got this kind of pattern right here, okay? When it's bouncing off here, this is what you'll look for. This is where our managers buy it. No, I don't think so. There you go. Tesla. What's Tesla need to do? This is interesting. Tesla's starting to pick up. Good volume. What's the one hesitation right now? This and that. That's hesitation. Tesla does look good, though. Something to bear watching, okay? See if it can keep lifting. Just know, though, you want the wind at your back, too, with the market. Twitter, the tweets ain't working. Leave it alone. Visa, it ain't charging ahead. There you go. You have a great feel right now on the max list. Overall, what's the big theme? Markets are a little bit choppy. That's it. Don't force it. Good defense helps you win games, too.
Thank you for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit like. Maybe hit that subscribe button. We come up with new content nearly every day. Also, check out the videos on the right. YouTube recommends the one on the top, and the bottom one is something we thought you might enjoy. See you next time.